So what you're going to do is you're going to take a coloring book and you're going to be coloring it in with 3 patterns. He suggests that you start on the back page so you can end with the back page completely colored. So I colored in the back page. Then the next page is going to be colored scribble scrabble, and then the next page is going to be a blank page. And then you just keep on doing that pattern throughout the performance, or throughout this. So colored, scribble scrabble, blank. So continue doing that until you reach the end. And when you flip through the book, I don't have this completely done, but basically you're going to flip through it and show the blank pages, and then you're going to do a magic moment, and then I would do like the vanishing colors, and you vanish the colors into the picture, or for the coloring book. And if you're not familiar with that, that's great. And then you would do a scribble scrabble, and then it'd be kind of like, oh my goodness, what happened? And then you do another magic moment with the kid, and you'd flip through it, and then they would be all colored. So I'll show you exactly how to cut out the tabs. I haven't done this yet, but it's pretty simple. And then once you have the tabs cut out, then you can easily flip through it. Okay, so like I said, what you're going to actually do is you're going to start at the back of the book and color forward. And then once you're done with that, I started on the front page. And this it depends on where you are, but this might be colored or anything. It depends on how many pages there are. But since this is my first page and it's a blank page, what I did here is, if you can see, I drew this line all the way down. So you're going to want a ruler or something, anything straight. And you're going to have 3 sections. So if you can see here, I have drawn lines through it. So one section and another section right there. So there's 3 sections, and you can see I made 2 X's here. So 1 X here, 1 X here. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut those out. So with the scissors, go ahead and cut that out. So this is the only section that's not cut out. So for every page that's blank, you're going to leave this section uncut and cut those 2 bottom sections out. Then you're going to turn to the page, and this is a scribble scrabble page. So you're going to do the same thing, draw that line down, but this time you're going to leave the bottom tab uncut. So what you're going to do is put an X here and an X here, and you're going to cut those out. So the bottom tab is going to be left uncut. Then you're going to turn to the nicely colored page, draw that same line, and then you also have 3 sections here. So this one is the one you're going to leave blank this time, the middle page. So you're going to put an X on the bottom, and you're going to put the X on the top. And then that middle section is going to be left. So what's going to happen is, when you want the blank pages, you're going to put your finger on this tab and flip through them. It's kind of like, one of those Svengali decks where you only flip through those cards. Then you're going to do a magic gesture with the cards, maybe a vanishing coloring box, so where all the colors vanish, and then they go into the coloring book. And then you're going to want to do this one where it's a kind of like a scribble scrabble, and the thought is like, oh my goodness, what happened? Must have been kind of the magician's fault. So then we do another magical gesture, and then everything's colored perfectly, and then you're going to flip through the middle tabs, showing it completely covered, and that's perfect. So that's how you're going to do it. So just to recap, the blank pages, you're going to leave the top left uncut. The scribble scrabble pages, you're going to leave the bottom uncut. And the colored pages, that's where the middle tab is uncut.